Hello there, everyone, and yeah, happy Monday. I hope that you all enjoyed a weekend celebrating life. I want to share something. It's in connection with the work that I do, um, helping to draw out the mission in people. In particular, I work to draw out that deep grounded, powerful mission in women. And I get to support and help so many women who are on a mission to solve some of the world's greatest challenges. One of the challenges, though, is sometimes to keep in that emotional level of feeling the mission because life in itself sometimes gets in the way. And I had a kind of a wake up call about that in the weekend. You see, on Saturday, it was my son Benjamin's birthday, and he would have turned 29. The last birthday he was alive was when he turned 27, and grieving is hard. And grieving goes in waves. And I have Benjamin with me every day, and he I feel inspired because he left such a big legacy that I get to continue serving and doing on his behalf. But sometimes the undercurrents that can be grieving a lost one, it can be breakup of a relationship, breakup of a marriage. Um, you lost a friend to whatever that is. These experiences can be so overwhelming and take so much of the energy that we can fall into a deep um, a deep level where we are unable to do anything. And on Saturday, that's what happened with me, and I felt so, it was so bad, it was so profound that I was missing feeling alive at the same time as I was grieving so much that Benjamin was not with me. Now, the important things when we are doing our work, when we have missions, it is extremely important to have friends who know who we are, friends who know our mission, friends who can pick us up. So I want to share what happened. You see, I was down, and at the same time, I need something back in my life. And on Friday, I was on doing a live, and I was talk about, the power of mission, feeling mission, and driving that forward. And suddenly on the Saturday, I was like, I felt nothing. I felt in the abyss of everything. So I reached out to my very, very good friend and my co-partner of lean inequity and sustainability, Lama, and I just sent her a message. I said, Lama, I could really do with some inspiration right now. I'm so sad. I need a big mission to drive me forward from pain. And she knows I'm on a big mission. And she also knew what I needed to be reminded of. And that is, what is the mission that is standing right in front of you that you can pick up right now to feel inspired by? So her message back to me was, okay, Rita, Let's start with how to make the Dubai launch a big bang. And what is happening in Dubai during COP28 is that we are launching lean inequity and sustainability in the UAE. And what I was reminded of in her message was that sometimes the big missions that we are on is in the future. We're on the mission, but it's like it's so big that it doesn't give us that dose of pick me up, the dopamine that we need. So I'm curious about you. And if you're joining me here live, I would love to hear where are you joining in from. I'm in Stavanger, Norway, and it's pretty great today. Um, so if you are on the mission, have you experienced that suddenly there is this thing called life just standing in your way? Suddenly nothing makes sense anymore. So there is no meaning to anything. Have you experienced that? It's very normal. And this is why having friends around you, having had a summer, having friends around you, having a group of people that understand you and also might be mission driven, heart centric, like minded human beings, they are needed. You need them in order to move forward. That is something that I learned when I was on the mission of creating a happy life for Benjamin, finding medicine for Benjamin. I needed support. I needed people around me. And when I connected with Lama, she was just illustrating again the power of somebody who knows that you are always on a big mission, Rita. And here is a small one that you can grab hold on right now. So, what about you? Do you have a mission? And have you broken maybe your mission down to smaller pieces? Short term missions that still has an impact on your life and other people's lives. A short term mission that when you look at it from a big picture, you see that that little mission is anchored into the big mission, right? So for me, when Lana was talking about let's make sure that we have the big bang happening in Dubai, I know that that is connected with the work that I do. I'm on a mission to draw out the big mission of women who's on their mission to solve some of the greatest challenges in this world. That is my big thing. And focusing on this event, this dinner, this launch that we're going to have is actually part of that. I didn't think about it. Again, what about you? Let me check in here. Hi, Pat. So good to hear from you. You're in Joburg, South Africa. And Summer, you are in West London. Yeah, I'm curious. Have you anchored in on a vision? Do you have something that is moving you forward that is like, yes? And I know, Pat, you are very active in lean equity and sustainability, the South Africa Circle, and you have just been working on Africa all week, and you have been active on so many things, and you're such an inspiration together with the entire circle. So I'd love to hear that. So again, when we're working on mission, many people is asking me, so Rita, why is that so important? Because many of my clients originally come to me saying, I feel stuck, I feel restless, I feel I'm not heard, I feel I've lost my voice. How can I communicate better? How can I get a seat at the table? And what I'm helping them to understand is that when you are drawing out, first and foremost, what is your purpose? Literally, what are you born with that is kind of before you could read or write or anything, it was still a part of you, something you showed up with. Like, what is your purpose? How is that purpose influencing? When that purpose is really showing fully up, what is it that you're doing? Like for me, communicating with people, helping people has always been from my core, from my DNA. And then the passion and the mission is something that is then driving us forward. What I have experienced with clients who are discovering their purpose and suddenly connecting their mission to that, they become very powerful communicators. They use their voice no matter what, because what they get to see is that their mission is a must. And when something becomes a must, no matter what, something happens with you. You do not so easily being kind of moved over, or the rug is not pulled that fast under your feet when something is a must for you. When people say, I don't think such a good idea, you don't so quickly buy into their limiting ideas that they are entertaining, which we call lies, because you are driven by something more impactful. So if you are sitting out there and you're listening in and you feel that I'm restless, there must be more to it. I've been in my job, I've climbed the ladder, you might be even on the very top, but there's something that it hasn't clicked yet. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not in the right job. It means that maybe there is a component you want to add to your work to make it come alive. Hence why it's so important that leaders today are driven by purpose and have a powerful mission to share with their people. Because if you don't have a mission that you are uniting your teams with, you're going to lose out as a leader. It's a must part for successful leaders these days. Yes, Pat. Yes, together we do more. Absolutely. Great conversation and insights. Fantastic. Thanks, Pat. So, like I shared, I'm committed to popping on for 100 days to talk about this work, about mission, to talk about how do we get out of feeling low and feeling a strong undercurrent, like in my case, still grieving my son, being knocked over, feeling that I'm losing sometimes touch with myself because it's so painful. How do we reawaken that? And one of the key components to that is, first, understand your purpose and understand what is your current mission. A mission can be short-term, it can be long-term. The second thing is, share your mission with other people. Share it. Tell people what you're up to. Get them involved in it so that when you're feeling down, you can do like I did when I connected with Lama. I say, I need your help. I'm in the dump right now. She reminds me that she knows my mission, and here's the short-term mission for you right now that we can work on. The third thing I want to share is the power of community. So like with Pat, this talk about here, who is the circle leader for the South Africa group for lean equity and sustainability, being together is so important. For me, I have my groups, I have next level masterminds, and at the moment, I'm also working on gathering good group to work on mission work. So my invitation to you is to join me for a small group. This is a very small group, 5 to max 8 people, where we're going to dive in and draw out your mission and see where can you play a bigger game in your life so you're elevating your life. We want to do that, and I want to help you. I've created a waiting list, and when I'm ready to roll that out, this is free. It lasts about 90 to 120 minutes. You will get together with other people who is on the mission to find the mission to then see, where can I actually create impact? Based from there, I'm also creating a program that will last for about 2 months where we go really deep. That is a different program. But first and foremost, you can join for this free program. But just pop your name in on the waiting list, and I put the link in the comments below. Yes, Pat, bring in your tribe to support your mission. It is just so important, right? Because together we go far. Together we go far. We need support. So again, I am so happy to be here. I'm going to show up tomorrow again. And if you have any questions, just DM me. If you want to have a chat, DM me. If you know anyone that is talking about feeling restless, feeling a bit stuck, and they know they are meant for bigger things, have them connect with me. Maybe they want to watch some of these lives, and I can see how I can support them. All right. So with that, I wish you a beautiful Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye for now.